Today, the Senate handed Barack Obama his first veto override of his entire presidency. Now, this is amazing. This is bipartisanship on a scale that we haven't seen in a long time. The Senate today voted 97-1 to allow the victims of terrorist attacks to sue foreign nations that sponsored those attacks. Now, earlier in the week, or last week, I believe, President Obama got a bill passed by the House and the Senate that said we should allow the 9/11 victims to be able to sue Saudi Arabia since it had ties to Al-Qaeda. Well, President Obama said, oh, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to allow you to sue Saudi Arabia. No, they're our quote-unquote allies, which, I don't agree with because Saudi Arabia is probably the worst ally that you could ever have. They're responsible for spreading Wahhabism and Salafist Islam across the Middle East. Yes, with our backing, by the way. And is one of the reasons why the Middle East is such a hotbed of political fundamentalism, Islamic fundamentalism. Not to mention their terrible human rights records, the fact that they're bombing Yemen right now and they're killing civilians in Yemen. Why would you block this? Why would you not allow 9/11 victims of terrorism to be able to sue? Well, they say it's because, if you open this up, then it could lead to other countries where we're doing indiscriminate bombing of brown people to be able to sue us. And to that I say, well, how about we stop doing indiscriminate bombing of brown people? That would be a great start, right? No, can't do that. I'm going to try to veto this. But the Senate said, I don't think you are. No. We're going to override your veto. Bipartisan. The only senator to vote against this was Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid. Republicans and Democrats. Bernie Sanders voted for this. Speaking of allies as well, you also have Hillary Clinton and Chuck Schumer saying, yes, we support this veto override. We don't like your veto. So we're gonna support overriding this thing so that, yes, these 9/11 victims can get some justice. I love it. Now, I gave you the perspective of the other side, of President Obama's side, saying, no, this could make it really, really difficult for foreign relations. In fact, I've got a quote here from The Hill saying some foreign policy experts have expressed fears of this bill, saying it would open up America to lawsuits from other countries if the U.S. military accidentally kills non-combatants abroad. For example, an errant drone strike kills two non-combatants in Afghanistan could easily trigger lawsuits demanding that the U.S. military or intelligence personnel be hauled into foreign courts. Now, these officials, right, are former officials in President George W. Bush's administration, and they wrote this in an op-ed earlier in September. Well, you know the answer to that, and I said it earlier. Let's stop indiscriminately bombing brown people. Let's be more careful. And look, I've been after President Obama on signature strikes, signature drone strikes, right? Basically, that's where you think the people that you're going to bomb have shown some sort of signature to basically show that they're terrorists, right? Even if they're not. Like, for example, shooting guns at a wedding. That's a thing that they do, right? They'll shoot their guns up in the air. Now, it's not very smart. What goes up must come down. But nonetheless, they do that. A drone operator sees that and goes, well, they must be terrorists. We're going to bomb this wedding. Well, it's a terrible thing to do. Maybe allowing these victims from 9/11 to be able to sue these countries will get us to maybe fix our drone program so that we don't do these strikes, so that we're a little bit more careful in who we bomb and when we bomb them. That would be the hope here. Now, the Senate did this. Now it goes to the House. Now, will they be able to override his veto in the House? I don't know. That depends on the House. I hope that they will. I hope that they'll see that, yes, this is a way for them to get justice, the 9/11 victims, but also in the broader context of basically limiting our ability to strike non-combatants and innocent people, to basically make us be more careful. Because if we're going to have to worry about a lawsuit every time we bomb innocent brown people in the Middle East, well, that's going to make us more careful. Because then we're like, you know what? We're going to wait until we have all the intelligence before we launch this strike against these people that we think might be terrorists. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm in favor of this. I think this is a good move. This is a good bipartisan move. And oddly enough, I give everybody credit who voted in favor of overturning this veto. I don't give a crap about team politics. I don't care. I think that them coming together, it was a good thing because it's the right thing to do to allow these people to get justice. So good on the Senate. Hopefully the House can also do the right thing. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation.